Hey, what's going on, guys? Everything Galaxy here. So, if you guys haven't watched Food Theory's video on how hot cocoa is hot cocoa and hot chocolate's hot chocolate, then, you're gonna know what I'm doing here. Maybe. I'm gonna make homemade hot chocolate and I could only find these 4 chocolate bars. So, we're gonna see which of these 4 makes the best hot chocolate. We have Dove, Feastables, a off-brand one here called Chaucer, or however you pronounce that, and then of course Hershey's. So we're gonna go based off of which one melts the fastest, the price, and which one tastes the best as a hot chocolate. And I think today is about the best time for it because it's snowing. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So, I only have 2 pans to work with here, so we're gonna do 2 at a time. I'm gonna start with Dove. I don't think I'll need the full chocolate bar, 'cause I only plan to make a cup. So we're gonna go with a third of the Dove here. Add more if I think I need it. Then we're gonna make a cup here of milk. Put in. Alright, so we have that going. So now we'll do pretty much the same thing with the Feastable. We'll take a third of it, put it back there, light it up, and a cup of milk. Now I'll just have to give those time to start to melt and mix in with the chocolate. And once that happens, we'll be ready to go. But while that's happening, we're gonna go ahead and check on these chocolate bars based on price. So let me pull that up real quick. Now, obviously, it's gonna differ based on the store, but the Dove was only $2, where the Feastables was $2.29, and then the off-brand chocolate was $1.69, while the Hershey's was how much was it? $1.49. So I think based off of that, that means Hershey's was the cheapest out of all these. So Hershey's wins that round. Unless I looked at the wrong price for Hershey's, which is very possible. But, yeah. Anyhow, it seems like the chocolate bars are starting to melt. You can't really see it too much, but it's kinda starting to melt a little bit. Same with the Feastables. I might have to add more, but we're gonna have to see how well it all mixes in first. And then depending on that, I'll decide whether or not I want to add more. Ooh. Feastable seems to be mixing in good. We're boiling. Don't want to boil. The Dove chocolate kind of started to boil there a bit, but I don't think we have enough chocolate in there, so we're gonna add a bit more into it. Feastables started to boil a bit. Well, almost boiled over there. Either way, I think Feastables is pretty much done. You, on the other hand, I think you might be done. Alright, so we got our first two done, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to transfer them both to cups, rinse them out, and then we're going to add the Hershey's and the off-brand. I think that so far, though, the Feastable seems to have melted the best, and I didn't even need to add more for it. So let's see if that changes. Alright, I got the Dove and the Feastables into mugs. So next up we're gonna do the Hershey's and the name brand chocolate here and see how it goes. Because I have a feeling Hershey's might do a pretty good job as far as melting goes. I'm gonna put both of those in. Well, no. Well, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So I've never seen this brand of chocolate before. But this is a big chocolate bar. I think we're gonna start with just two of these. So now we'll just give those time and see how well they melt. Alright, so here's the Hershey's so far. It's not looking too bad, but I think the off-brand looks a lot better as far as the whole melting it and everything goes. So, yeah, I'll give these two a couple more minutes to fully melt, and then we'll transfer them to cups and move on to taste test. I didn't think about this camera placement, so it's time for the taste test. So we have Hershey's, we have the off-brand chocolate right here. This is Feastables, and then this right off the edge of the screen. Let me move this back a bit. Oh, well, that's a lot better. Slide you to the side here a bit. Anyways, Hershey's, off-brand, Feastables, Dove. So we're gonna go ahead and take a sip of each and see which ones taste the best here. I'm gonna angle this up a bit so I can catch my face without having to lean down. So here's to the chocolate I know the best, Hershey's. Burning your mouth is part of the experience. Not bad. Of course, I see my mouth is burning, so I might have lost all my taste buds. Didn't really get too much of a taste of it before it cooked my mouth. So, we're gonna let's jump over to Dove. Oh, those are film. Can't really catch it on camera, but there's a film over top of the Dove. Anyways, cheers. Scared to burn my tongue again. You know what, we're gonna give these a minute to not be boiling hot. Because all four of them were boiling. Okay, so I gave them a couple minutes to cool, so still pretty warm. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the Dove chocolate. Don't know why there's a film over top of it. Hold on a minute. Let me just get a little bit of a mix here. Oh, come on. Alright. Well, cheers. That's good. It really, really creamy. From, of course, Dove is like a more like popular chocolate, even though you don't really hear people talking about it because normally it's not in chocolate bars, but that's still pretty good. Next up, we have Feastables chocolate, which also, for some reason, has a film over it. So I've tried Feastables already. I didn't do a video on me trying Feastables, but I did. And it wasn't bad. I forget exactly how I reviewed it, but I remember that it was creamy and I enjoyed it, so hopefully this is the same exact way. Yeah, that's pretty much the exact same. I think it's a little bit more creamy because of the extra milk, but the overall flavor of it's pretty good. Now we're gonna do the off-brand, and that's still hot, but I did get the flavor. Not much there, to be honest. I didn't really get too much of a chocolatey flavor out of that, which honestly I'm kind of surprised by. Because you think if you melt chocolate into milk, you're gonna get a chocolate flavor, right? Maybe it was just. Hold on. Might not have put enough chocolate in here, too. No? That's just. It's pretty much just pure milk. Not much of a chocolatey flavor to it. Now, we're gonna go back to Hershey's. Since it burned my mouth the first time, I didn't really get the flavor. But since it's cooled down a bit now, I should get more of that flavor. Oh yeah, there we go. That tasted like liquid Hershey's. Even with the milk, it tasted like liquid Hershey's. But so my ratings, I'm gonna have to put Hershey's in first place. It's hard to choose a second place, but I think I'm gonna have to choose Dove over Feastables, just because I feel like the Dove, you got more of the creaminess than you did with the Feastables. And then the off-brand chocolate, I definitely put it in fourth place compared to powdered hot chocolate. But yeah, definitely try this out for yourselves at home. Not everybody's gonna have this off-brand chocolate, and it only costs you like, I don't know how much. It wouldn't be too expensive to get like a couple different chocolate bars. You probably spend like $10-15 on that, and then a gallon of milk. Because all you really need is a cup of milk in a saucepan, and then some of a chocolate bar. And you can make pretty good hot chocolate. But my recommendation would be definitely get Hershey's, and if you can't find Hershey's, Feastables, or Dove, or you can try your own different chocolates if you find them in where you live. But anyways, that'll be all for this video. Hey guys, I'm back. So I know I said that was the end of the episode, but then I got an idea, and I decided to mix some of the hot chocolate all into one cup and give it a taste test. So we're gonna go ahead and do that just to see if it changes the flavor, anything, really. It's weird. Because it has, like, the flavor of the Hershey's and the creaminess, then, of the Dove and Feastables. And both of them, not just the one. So, yeah. Overall, Hershey's is probably still my top pick, but, I didn't even do my intro or my outro properly, so we're gonna do that now. So thank you guys for watching. As always, follow on my socials and the outro. Check out my playlists for other things I've done. I've done a Ghost Pepper Popcorn Try Not to Laugh challenge. I've eaten a Carolina Reaper with Christian. And I've done Universal Yums, which, hint hint, might be coming back soon. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Blood is running down my face, tears are forming in my eyes. Father always told me pain is temporary, keep it stride. Lift your head up, don't you cry. Fighters always will survive. The hurt you feel inside can only mean that you're alive. Keep your head down and digging. God will provide you vision and lead you where you need to be. If you just shut up and listen and ignore the opposition.